Hey, it's Soul Tribe. It's Gwen. Wild Valkyrie. Gigi. Again. Whatever y'all want to call me. I really don't care. This is your general energy reading. Don't mind me as I'm laughing at them throwing cards. Again, this is your general energy reading for the week. For the whole entire Soul Tribe. This is the collective reading. And then again, I will do the elementals, which will break it down into specifics of subcategories of the actual astrological signs. The reason why I do that is just time-wise. I don't want to spend all day doing tarot readings. They can get very tiring. They take a lot of energy. So, to break it down into the subcategories helps to minimize, but still make enough of an impact that I can get to the people who need to hear those parts of those stories. Remember, time is an illusion. When you find these messages, they're meant for you at that point if they are resonating. If they are not, then let them be and just keep going. I am not licensed in anything. I'm purely giving this information from my own intuition, my own insights, my own life story, understanding how things work, that type of stuff. Okay. Again, I keep recommending and I keep asking, and I'm going to keep doing that. If you guys are enjoying these, please, 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 like, follow, subscribe, share, comments. These are things that are going to help me to build the algorithm so that way I can actually reach more people than the small few that I have. Okay? I need your guys' help to be able to help call in more into the tribe so we can actually watch this grow and I can actually service and provide more to the people who really need to hear these messages. So if something in here as you watch these is like, I know somebody, share it with them. What's the harm? What are you afraid of that they're not going to take it well? You might be surprised. Maybe they really did need to hear that. Maybe there's something in there they're going to be like, oh my gosh, thank you. I really needed to hear that one today. That helps explain a lot. Just like you guys have done with me when I've done readings. Like, I'm still learning. I'm still growing again. I don't mind constructive criticism. That helps me to grow and helps me to do better for the whole collective. Alright? So on that note, let's go ahead and hop into this one for us. Okay? Bottom of the deck, we got decisions. We're weighing out different options, going through multiple possibilities, probabilities, things like that. Okay? It's okay. That's part of the journey. This comes from going through ego deaths, soul deaths, transformations, timeline shifts, like all of this is stuff we've been talking about as a whole collective and as individual subcategories, okay? Sorry, shouting on myself. So please keep in mind that when we're talking about these things, this is energy. This is not per se one specific person. This could be multiple people within your lives when we discuss things. So if it's striking a chord for one person and then another part of this message comes about somebody else, it's meant to be that way. Trust your intuition. Trust your guides for bringing you here and to listening to these things. All right? So as a group, as a collective tribe, my sweet soul tribe, justice is being had. We've been going through a lot individually and as a whole tribe. I've been there just with the rest of you. I've had the death of an ego, basically, to explain that for you. Okay? So an ego death means that what we once were no longer exists. That ego, that like defensive, that, doesn't exist anymore. We've cut it. We've stopped it. Because we realize that is only part of ourselves. That ego is only meant to be there to help hold boundaries. To help put your foot down when you need to help defend yourself. But it does not mean you have to operate from that. And the more you walk that path and the more you start understanding and the more you start operating from more of that unconditional love, that compassion, that understanding, that nurturing, it starts to shift your whole entire life. You start jumping from one timeline to another timeline because you're now no longer residing within that old timeline. That's how the ego death happens, okay? explanation, my side, my perspective of this, okay? Everybody's going to give you a little bit of different understanding. I'm trying to keep it more on the low key instead of getting into all the crazy bigness, right? Because sometimes that can be overwhelming for somebody who's just starting these journeys. Okay, so justice is being had. We've got truths that'll be coming out. This is a slow, steady energy with the Knight of Pentacles, okay? This isn't going to just be like, ba-da! This is going to be a slow, steady approach to things. We're going to let all the burdens of the past, let it all burn away. Like I just said, we went through an ego death, okay? Justice. Truths came out. Insights have come through. Now it's time to let it burn away. But you don't have to stay in the fire. You don't have to burn with it. You can walk out of it. There's still light to be had. You just have to learn to step out of it. I get it. It's hard. I'm a fire sign. We burn all the time. We like to burn everything up and let it just crumble to the ground and then start fresh. Okay? I really do understand that. I can help walk through that understanding to give you different ways of thinking, different ways to, what is the word I want? Process. There we go. Process through that, okay? You don't have to be on the defense. You can let these defensiveness go. Now, granted, if you put that boundary there for a reason, again, justice is being had. But she's also reminding you, I got your back. You don't have to do this time. I've got this. Let this happen. Let this happen. Let it go. Let me manage this. Because I'm going to help guide you through this. Because now you're finding that divinity within yourself, that understanding of that actual true love. And again, I do not always mean on this physical plane. I mean love within self. I mean accepting both sides of yourself. Your duality, your good versus your bad, your evil versus your love, your nasty versus, your guy versus your girl. Again, masculine, feminine energies run within all of us. When we get distorted in either side of those, it causes this. When you go through these changes, these transformations, these egoic deaths, these timeline shifts, you have to let it fall so we can move to a new. Okay? Look at the way they look at each other. That is that pure, true, deep connection. They know each other, inside and out. That is what we all strive for. But we all look for it on the outside plane, trying to find that person to fill that hole, right? But then we get really defensive when it doesn't work because we're not operating from the right way. We've got to do this within ourselves first. We have to love all aspects of ourselves first before we can do anything else. You have to let the tower fall. You have to let it burn away. Okay? I know it's hard. It's hard to watch what you tried to build for so long just come crumbling to the ground, okay? But it doesn't mean necessarily it's bad. Maybe that was meant to be because, again, you made a shift. You changed things. When you shift yourself, it shifts everything of your life. That includes people within your life. That includes the way you eat, the way you talk, the way you think, the way you behave, the way others are going to interact with you. So if you made this shift into more of that pure, unconditional, loving energy and sharing back and forth with your people, do you think Spirit and Divine and your guides and your ancestors and your loved ones who are looking above from down at you are going to want you to keep those snakes that kept you in those lower vibrational areas there? Or are they going to tell you, we got it, let us take care of that, let it happen, because this needs to happen, because we've got victories coming. We have to let the old be so we can have this new way of being. You have to decide which way is it you're going. What is it you want to keep? What actually resonates with you? What does not? If it is not working, let that sucker go. Let the waters flow. Let that healing happen. It's okay to take a moment to rest, to allow this to be. Let the moon illuminate what truths need to be illuminated as you go through these shifts, okay? Because your hard work is going to pay off. Again, victory is at hand. Just keep going forward. Quit worrying about the rest of them. Those backstabbers, the naysayers, the defensive energies. Make your decisions. Take the action to make those decisions become. For the healing is at hand. You've made the wish. They've heard. Now they're trying to grant it. But you have to become like this little hummingbird down here, trusting in the Fae, in the divine, whatever you believe within is there to help. Let these waters flow. Okay? You never knew that was part of it, but it's not. Alright, let's see what the Oracle has to say for us on this one. Have faith. This is a rebirth. This is a new you. This is a new earth. This is a new way to be. Again, you are working between Gaia, the moon, the stars. Let everything allow you to be rebirthed. This is a new way of being. You just need to keep moving forward, just like that Three of Pentacles. Keep building, because they got your back. Stay in that pure energy. Stay in that pure, loving energy, just like the white lights, okay? A light worker does not necessarily always mean all we are is about love and light. It's not truth. Honestly, light workers, we get it. But the way we choose to share with you is to share from a understanding of it can always go better. We operate from the mindset of faith and pureness and love and unconditional understanding and love and just accepting it is what it is. You cannot change people who do not want to change. You cannot make things happen if it is not meant to happen. It's walking within and understanding this and then reminding everybody else the same thing. All this has been doing all day long. I don't know why, but today the glow is strong around in here. Let the resistance go. Quit trying to fight it. Again, this is part of this transformation. The less you resist, the easier this transformation becomes. The more you resist, the more struggles, the more towers, the more heartaches, the more headaches you're gonna go through. Okay? I get it. I do. Like I said, I've been walking that path too. The last couple of days, I felt really under the weather for a multitude of reasons. Okay? But when we make shifts, that ascension, those timeline jumps, it does a doozy on the physical body, because it's not just about this. It's the whole entire energetic fields around us that are shifting. So it's not just ourselves that are feeling off. We are feeling everything getting us pulled, right? And you've been feeling that pull like you're not quite in the right spot. You feel like you're either going this way or you're going this way. Backward or forward? Which way is it? Or are you doing this one? Which way do I go? Which way do I go? Right? Which way do you go? Really? Which way do you go? Are you going to go forward? Are you going to trust the divine? Are you going to take their hand, take that deep breath, and go with the leap of faith? Or are you going to take the step back and sit in the murk and in that fire and still sit there and just burn away? Which way are you going to go? It's a dark night. This is going through those inner hurts, the traumas. This is walking that dark night path. But remember, Even though it's dark, there's still light to be had. Luna is still there to light your path, to guide you. She's still there guiding you. Trust Luna. Trust Luna. Trust Gaia. They want to share this infinite, and I mean infinite, amount of love that they both carry within themselves. You need to just take a deep breath. Let the waters flow. Because what you're doing is learning how to nourish yourself, your mind, your body, your soul. Learning what we put within ourselves, what we eat, what we think, what we breathe, what we live with, and what we allow to happen in our lives is what either fertilizes, there we go, get the word out, fertilizes the ground and creates the abundance. Or is it going to dry it out and become barren and just scorched because of that fire? Take a moment. Again, water is an amazing healing agent. Go sit in a pool. Go sit in a river. Go sit in your bathtub. Go take a trip to a hot springs. Sit in the water. Just breathe. Do not worry about everything else. Just allow the water to flow and to help to move these energies away from you. Because what you feed that wolf is going to be what he's going to take care of. You can feed him negativity, he's going to become that mean, nasty wolf. Or you can feed him love and compassion, he's going to be that sweet, loving, kind wolf. Which way you're going to feed your wolf? You need to decide and take the actions to that. Do you want better? Be better. Do better. Feel better. Think better. Because you are your own creators. You create, divine provides. You dream it up, the divine makes it happen. You put it out there, the divine brings it in. But your action, your energy in which you vibrate from is what's going to allow or repel it to finish. So if you're feeling negative, you're going to repel all that you're trying to call in because you're really not. You want it, but you haven't figured out how to stop the dark forces, for lack of a better way of saying it, to push it back away because you're still scared. You're still uneasy about the shifts. The moment you take that deep breath and you let it happen, again, you're resilient. You've walked so much, you've carried so many wands within your life, but you don't have to. You know your path, you've walked it, you could do this blindfold with all of this on your back because you've been doing it already. But why not drop what we don't need to bring with us anymore? Why not lighten that load just a little bit so that way we can get there just a little quicker? Yep. Release it. It's time to let it go, my sweet ones. And if you don't believe me, your masculine is saying it. Your inner divine masculine is right here with you, trying to guide you to take these actions for both yourself and your feminine. When we embrace the duality of ourselves, we are going to become unstoppable. Because you can pull from one side or the other at any given moment, and while one is feeling down, the other one can help to bring them back up. Because, babies, you're beautiful. Just as you are. Just as nature is beautiful in her own rights. All I saw on Friday, and a lot this week actually, are butterflies. There are transformations left and right happening right now. You've had this realization. You know it. It's time to walk through that portal. Keep going. Don't look back. I know it can be scary, but you're going exactly where you need to go. Because you're getting your power. You're finding how to actually use your power in a good way. Again, remember feeding that wolf, feeding it love, or feeding it nasty. You're learning to place your boundaries and hold your boundaries with this power, but in a different way. If you really look, she's not mean and nasty. She's just strong. She's got that try me. Not trying to she's just, I'm good, right? Because the minute you accept all, and I mean all aspects of this, is the minute the law of attraction starts to work for you. You are protected. The divine is always there with you. You've made the thoughts, you've made the wanting. Now just let it come to fruition and trust in your path. Okay? In the end, you're going to find your peace. Again, it just means taking that deep breath, releasing what is not working for us at that moment. Okay? It is not about trying to force things. All that does is cause more resistance. You just have to breathe, have the faith and the trust that you're going to get through this. Again, I am always here for you guys. Always. So I want you to understand, all you've got to do is reach out. Any day, any time that you need. I may not get to you right away, but I will promise I will get to you as fast as I can to help you guys through what you need. And again, if this is resonating for you guys, please, from one soul to another, from one human being to another, allow and help another out. Like, share, subscribe. Help me to build this. Help me to bring in more of the tribe so we can continue to strengthen and to move forward and to become the beacons of light that we're meant to be. You just got to take that deep breath. Walk your path. Trust, faith. Faith, trust, pixie dust. Take that deep breath and believe in the divine, and everything is going to be fine. Deep breaths. When things are getting hard, deep breaths. When things feel at the absolute lowest, bleakest moments of your life. Been there, done that. Posted a video about that to celebrate my 3 years of getting the sense knocked into me. Okay, so if you guys want to know more about that, you're welcome to go check that out. I really do want to see this place grow, and I have no problem to share my story, so that way you guys will understand. I am really coming from a place in my own heart, deep here, by the divine's guidance, to share and to help you guys move through yours. So, with that, I'm going to send you all much love, love, light, hugs, kisses, big amounts of strength, big amounts of courage, and just take that moment, sit in the water, and just let it flow. We're allowed to have emotions, we're allowed to have thoughts, but let them flow through. Do not hold and carry them. That's where we end up getting distorted. Let it flow. Okay? All right, my sweet ones. I will see you all later.